There's a promise in Isaiah 58 that I've been digging into for the past week. Such a beautiful promise, right? Verse 8 says, your light will break forth like the morning, your healing will spring forth speedily, your righteousness will go before you, the glory of the Lord will be your rear guard. Beautiful promise. It goes on in verse 9, then you'll call and the Lord will answer. That's where I am always seeking, Lord, how do I position myself in a place where you will answer my prayers, where you'll answer when I call. He says you'll cry and he'll say, here I am. This is talking about the blessing of living daily in the presence of the Lord, living a life that pleases him. Verses 1-7 talk about the things that we tend to do wrong in life, how we get into our selfish, sinful patterns, and those things stop this blessing in our life. But verse 9 continues with more ways that we can mess this up, right? He started at verse 9 again. Remember, then you'll call and the Lord will answer. You'll cry and he'll say, here I am. If you take away the yoke from your midst, and think about any way that you are putting unrealistic expectations on people, overcharging people, corrupt business practice, as employees, maybe taking advantage of our employer's time, being on social media or doing other things when we're supposed to be working. I don't know, in my world that isn't so applicable, but he keeps going, right? If you take away the yoke from your midst, and take away the pointing of your finger and speaking wickedness, that one does, right? The idea of pointing your finger is something that Jesus spoke to in Matthew, right? If you say, like, Rapha, you fool, like in your anger, being angry with someone in that way that you wish they were dead, is as bad as killing them. Some of the commentaries I read put this, stop pointing your finger at people, as accusing angrily, calling people a fool, condemning simple-minded yet godly people. That one hurt. Scoffing at others, disdainfully insulting, despising other people just in general. And I feel like as a culture, we're kind of in that place, like, I can't people today. People are so hard. Life would be fine except for people. I know those mantras, and I can be that way. I do prefer a little bit of solitude at times. But honestly, this is something that can stop us from the blessing of living continually in the presence of the Lord, of having him answer us. And then that stopping to speak wickedness, stopping speaking wickedness, there's a better way to say that, is talking about any evil words, any speech that injures others, contention or strife. Like, you think of people who are just agitating the situation, stirring the pot for no particular reason, but there's not something good that's going to come out of it. They just enjoy a good fight, or pushing buttons, lies, harsh, unjust words. These are things that in the life of a believer stop us from receiving the blessing of the Lord, hearing him answer our prayer, feeling his presence, knowing that he is right here with us, right? And he's always here with us, but we want to feel that, right? We want to sense his presence. That is something that feels like blessing beyond measure. So I'm still digging into this. I'm sure Isaiah 58 is going to keep coming up, because every verse I unpack, there's more and more like hard-hitting truth that's just challenging me and growing me in this season, and I hope it's growing you.